The best decision I've made as a scientist is to get into this field kind of early where I can have a role in shaping at least some of it. And for us, that is really pushing the zebrafish model as something that will tell us a lot about how regeneration works. Hey, they can regenerate their hearts. Something can regenerate their hearts, and that means probably, we have the potential. We just need to uncage it. I lived in Wisconsin for the first 17 years of my life. A lot of it exploring outdoors and fishing, catching animals, thinking about how things work. Really fun, normal childhood, yeah. Mine was kind of a standard path for a scientist. So I was a biology major in college. That's when I first got into a lab and loved it. And I would spend most of my time there. I knew it's what I loved to do. I went right to graduate school after that at MIT, high-level competitive science, and I was in a lab of 40-some people and a Nobel laureates group, Susumu Tonegawa. I think what I learned as a graduate student was, take risks, go after big questions, and even if you don't get the answer, you're on the right path and you'll find something. Graduate school, probably the best time of my life. I think his best advice to me, this is Susumu Tonegawa at MIT, he said, think about what's really popular now and hot and being published in the strongest journals, and don't do that for your next 10-year plan. You got to think of something that everyone else doesn't have on their mind, but it's important, and it's going to be the future, and try to be a pioneer in that. And I said to him, well, what do you think about regeneration? And he thought about it and said, maybe. I was very lucky to come to Duke. I started my lab in September 2003. At the time, Duke, we didn't have a major zebrafish lab. We didn't have a tissue regeneration focus. When I negotiated for a fish facility, I was surprised when they offered twice the size that I wanted. The principal leader for my coming here is the chair of the department, Bridget Hogan, who's still an emeritus now in the Department of Cell Biology here. And she wanted to see, Duke and Bridget, they wanted to see real success for this model system. And now it's clearly one of the best zebrafish research communities in the world. And there's probably 100,000 zebrafish swimming around here. And many labs here studying anything you could think of. I would say I was so excited about doing research, I was willing to do anything. And I think that that's how young people should look at it. I've been floored by the people who've come through this fish facility and this lab and what they've done, and the diversity of the people, the diversity of the experiments, and then what they've gone on to do. So it is so much easier and more fun when you have the people like the ones that have come through these doors. So I have to mention that. In my family, I come from a family where my parents, since I was 18, it's all positive. No, I told you so, or you could have done this, but it's all been, we're so proud of you, and so encouraging. And the same thing with, what my family at home. My wife is a genetic counselor, and she's been willing to do anything, go anywhere. My kids, they've been, of course, the most important thing in my life. It's been fun to talk to them about what we do here, and of course, just to watch them grow up.